Last time I played hardcore Minecraft, it did not end very well. No, 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 no! Oh, are you kidding me? But I think I can say I'm doing a whole lot better on the second time around. With day 150 right around the corner, we have already built up so much. But today, I'm gonna push that even further. Because we're gonna be turning this boring meadow with no detail at all into a massive oasis with a giant lake in the middle. And you guys get to watch me do it. But let's jump on into today's episode. For those of you guys who are just joining this series, back in episode 1, I asked you guys to give me some challenges. And one of those challenges is that I have to eat a different food every single episode, pretty much up until episode 20 or 24, somewhere around there. So back in episode 2, we had some bread, episode 3, we had steak, and today we're gonna be eating some baked potatoes. Sadly though, I really don't have many potatoes, so we're definitely gonna have to set up a potato field at some point in today's episode to make sure we don't starve. Cause yeah, I can't eat anything else, maybe with some exceptions. No other food. Maybe. Besides that though, you guys might be wondering why I want to build such a big lake when there's one directly behind me. Well, the simple answer is because I want to. So let's get started with that. Before I could start working on the lake, I actually headed out with my trusty efficiency shovel and went out to fill up my entire inventory with dirt because I was gonna have to do a bunch of terraforming. I also went down into the mines and collected up some stone, and then it was time to get started. First off, I wanted to raise the land a little bit around the starter house. It was much lower than pretty much every other building I built, so when it came to how deep the lake could be, it was gonna be an issue. So I raised it up about 4 blocks and then started clearing out some other areas. I made sure to build some places around the lake a little bit taller than others. I don't want to just have one massive flat area, especially since the lake can't have different heights. On the side facing the village, there was a massive opening, so I had to do something about it. I built up the dirt on each side, and I was planning on putting a big dam at the end of this, which I think could look really cool if we built 2 towers on top of. Once most of the terraforming was complete, I had a few more small things I needed to clear out. One of those being our trusty wheat farm that goes all the way back to episode 1. Once all of that was cleared out, it was time to get started on building this dam. And thank goodness I collected all that stone earlier. So I just made a simple wall, and then on each side I built pillars that are in a circular shape that we can eventually build some towers on top of. All the terraforming is pretty much done around the entire lake, but I think I am pretty much ready to start filling this thing up with some water, which is gonna take absolutely forever. Well, there's our lake. That's what we did all of this terraforming for. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get started on building the actual lake. When I first got started on placing in all the water, I thought this was gonna take me hours. But in actuality, I sat down for about an hour and got it all finished up. Which, don't get me wrong, that's still quite a while to place in water. And quite boring too. But man, did it turn out pretty darn cool looking. Well, all the water is completely placed in, but I sort of made a mistake. Now, if we look at the bottom of this lake right here, it's completely dirt with a little bit of stone and a little bit of sand that I just placed in. If we come over to this natural one, it's a lot of sand, gravel, and dirt, which gives it a little bit more detail and kind of splits up the coloring a little bit. So I could have made my life a whole lot easier by just placing this all in before I filled it with water, but why would I do that? So I need to go collect up a bunch of sand and also a bunch of gravel so we can start filling this thing in. I crafted myself up a boat, and we're gonna go on a little bit of a journey to hopefully find some gravel hills, or even a beach, because it's really not fun digging out the sand or gravel underneath the water. Well, it turns out we have a snowy taiga right next to us, I guess. Ooh, with also some packed ice. Oh, and no way, there's a village right here with 2 igloos. Definitely gotta go check this thing out. Well, so far it doesn't seem like there's much to this village. I've yet to find a chest, but I didn't even know these things existed, like a blue ice igloo. That's super cool. Oh, chest right there. Definitely gonna take the emeralds. And you know, the beetroot seeds too. Some bread, potatoes. I'm gonna leave this stuff for now. Something that I'm definitely gonna take is all these lanterns, because these things can be a little bit expensive sometimes. And there happens to be so many of them. Anything in here? No, it doesn't seem like it. You know, I'm pretty happy that we stopped by this village, because I'm about to walk out of here with 40 lanterns. 41. 42? Well, we got a stone beach that is filled with a ton of gravel, which is exactly what I was looking for, and there happens to be a pillager outpost right there. Is it worth raiding it? I feel like it is. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. I don't have a bow and arrow. Okay, there's a lot of them. Okay, a lot more than I thought. Get rid of these guys. Get rid of that one. Woo! Luckily, I got that diamond armor. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, I'm getting shot at a lot. Get out of here, dude. Oh, goodness. Almost all of them taken care of. I think that's the last guy. Nope, one more right here. Get out of here, dude. All right, let's go check out this loot. Normally, these things don't have great loot, but hey, at least it's worth checking. One guy at the top, get out of here, dude. Some bottles of enchanting, a crossbow, which, you know, I'll take, but I don't really want the wheat. Yeah, these things normally have horrible loot. All right, let's go collect up all this gravel. 9 stacks should be plenty enough. Now I just need to get some sand, which will definitely not be in the frozen ocean. And look at that. That is exactly what I was looking for. We got 2 beaches, which will be plenty enough sand. And some more snowy taiga over there. Let's collect this up though. And we're back home now, which also means I need to replace a lot of this dirt with some sand and gravel. Let's get to work. So I used what bone meal I had and got in some seagrass, but that's not nearly enough. And I'm all out of bones. So for now, I set up this little temporary auto composter. So I put the seeds in here, they go into the composter, and the bone meal ends up down here. Although it is using the seeds much faster than I intended it to. So I have 2 choices here. I can cross my fingers and hope that we go into the nether and spawn in a soul sand valley, and we can collect all the bones. Or I can stay up at night and maybe get enough bones from skeletons. I don't really know which one's safer, but I do really want to go into the nether. I already have the obsidian. I'm gonna make a flint and steel real quick. For now, I'm just gonna put the nether portal right here. All right, let's ignite this thing and let's hope we get into a soul sand valley. Come on, here we go. Oh, okay. At least we're up here, but this isn't necessarily where I wanted to be. Of course, it just has to be like the single most dangerous biome in all of the nether. Oh my goodness, there's a soul sand valley right there. I'm just gonna try like bridging across. I really don't want to go down onto the ground. Now I'm gonna try and just kind of dig a tunnel in that direction. Oh, okay. Close one. Come on, we can't be that far. Okay, I hear some gas now. Okay, there we go. Soul sand. Ooh, okay, we got that guy. How do I take this guy out? Sounds like he just caught himself on fire. Oh, there he is. Woo. I don't see any more hoglins though, which is a good sign. I just need to get a little bit of bone blocks. Yeah, we got him taken care of. We also got an achievement. Okay, we got some right there. Grab these things. They give you so much bone meal each. And I'm just gonna go for it. Drop down here. Eat some food. Okay, we got another gas right there. Come on, shoot another one, dude. Okay, guess not. I'm gonna get out of here. Ooh, we got like a mini bastion right there. Interesting. Got a skeleton. Let's harvest up all these bone blocks. All right, that's 28, and I don't want to get greedy because we have some piglins and a hoglin right there. So I think I'll just call this good. If I need more, I can come back in. Okay, so this is a little bit of an issue. That's our staircase right there, and yeah, there's those guys. And there's also another fortress like right there. But I need to get back home without dying because this is hardcore, and if I die, I lose this world. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we try and just bridge over to it and then drop down into the hole. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, this was a little bit risky. Take this guy out. Okay, he's dead. Oh, they're making their way. Okay, I'm going for it. Come on, let's go. Give me in this tunnel. Okay, we made it safely, guys. Let's get out of the nether. I hate this place. Just get me back home. I just want to go home, and I'm going home. This is perfect. Oh, and of course it has to be raining and nighttime when we get back. So I just turned some of the bone blocks into bone meal, and now we can go through and start detailing this thing out because right now it looks a little bit bland. So we just want to jump down underwater, and I'm just going to swim and kind of randomly place down some of this bone meal. I definitely don't want to use too much though because it can make it look cluttered. The lake is looking a whole lot better with some seagrass in it, but it still looks super bland around the edges. I feel like if we put some structures up, especially the 2 towers on the dam behind us, and then maybe something like a farmhouse, it will really complete this area. But first, I'm gonna need a lot of blocks. And not just for the buildings. I also want to do a little bit of terraforming and adding in some custom trees. So let's get to collecting. I've got a ton of blocks harvested, which I think means it's time to get started on the building. And the first structures I'm gonna build is the 2 towers on top of this dam. Now I decided to build 2 of these towers that are almost identical. Well, pretty much fully identical. I'm thinking a good use for one of these towers would be to put our enchanting setup up at the top. And the other one I'm thinking maybe a brewing setup, but I'm not totally sure yet. Oh, and also thank you guys for letting me know about the torch on the bookshelf. Big help, because when I went back for editing, I realized that all my enchantments were level 26. But let's collect this thing up and get ready to take it to the top one of those towers. And oh man, this is gonna be a colossal waste of wood, because I gotta craft all these books back into bookshelves. In the far future, I do want to build a library, but for now, I don't have enough leather. All right, we've got our 15 bookshelves, and I think this tower will do. So first off, I got to get rid of some of this junk in here, and I need to build a staircase going all the way up to the top, which I think just doing a spiral staircase like this should work. All right, perfect. Our staircase reaches the top. Now we just got to put our bookshelves around it a little bit like this. And of course, I forgot the enchanting table. Now I just got to place this right here, and we should have a level 30 enchantment, which we do. And I'll be sure not to place any torches on these bookshelves in the future. I am going to put a lantern right there and maybe right there, just so no mobs spawn. Now the next thing I want to do to bring some life into this lake is I want to add a little bit of a pier that we can do some fishing off of. Now we could just have it go straight out, but then it would get a little close to that land right there. So I think if we do it in kind of a diagonal fashion, it actually might look really cool. Not like that. Let's extend that out one more. All right, I think that is far enough out. So now we just got to take some logs and add some support pillars. Maybe we'll go, let's go right here, place these guys up, and then we'll do one more right here. And we just got to mirror the image on the other side. And then next up, take some lanterns and then maybe a barrel right there. Bring in some fence posts. And then I think I want to get rid of that right there. That should be good. And honestly, I'm going to put another pillar right here. So now it's diagonal, but it kind of straightens out at the very end. So we'll be fishing in this direction. And then add another chest right there, which I think is perfect. I also think if we add in a little pathway connecting this pier right here up to one of those towers, it could look really good. And then maybe put some custom trees around it. So first, let's build this path. I think I like that shape. I want to add a little dirt right here, and then maybe get rid of this grass right here, a little bit right here. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's fill it all in with coarse dirt. And you know, I think that's perfect. We can put a tree, let's say right there, right here, and right there. And those are two perfectly lined up. We got to move this one, let's say right there. Now, I originally only planned to put 3 custom trees on this little piece of land, but I ended up actually building 7. Part of the reason is because I went with a smaller tree platform, so when there was only 3 there, it looked way too open. And this is pretty much going to be the template of terraforming for this entire area around the lake. I do want to add in another style or two of custom trees, but I really like how these things look. It's almost like a little bit of a cypress tree. Besides that though, I really want to do some planning for the future episodes, because I am pretty much turning this into my starter village, and then way down the road, if we're still alive, I kind of want to explore out and build other villages or other kingdoms. But let's worry about one at a time. So right here, I know I want to build a building right on the waterfront. So I'm kind of thinking maybe something diagonal, and then we'll kind of have it curve out a little bit. And I want it to be a pretty big building because I think this is going to be my storage room. So we'll do 5 blocks wide, and I'll just mirror it onto this side. So diagonal all the way down here. Nope, never mind. Got to redo this. I have it totally wrong. All right, I think this shape is going to be perfect for this building. It's really diagonal in the middle, but then at the ends, it starts to round out. And then I also put in a little area for a tower in the future, which I think would be cool to do, like maybe a bell tower. And then I also think I want to do something back here next to the barn. And this one's going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to kind of do a rectangular building. I think that's a good size right there. Let's go back, let's say 5 blocks. And my thought is maybe put the nether portal in this building, and we can kind of do like a spooky cave going down a little deeper. Yeah, I definitely like that idea. And then the other thing that I want to build in the next few episodes is we obviously built this horse stable building last episode, but it can only hold 4 horses, which to me isn't enough, because I really want to get into the whole horse breeding thing and trying to get the perfect horse, which means we're going to need a lot of stables. So I think it would actually be cool to almost have a disconnected building off to this side. And it'll pretty much be a mirror image of the base of this building, but we're not going to do a second floor on it. And if we do, it's not going to be very big. So I think if we have it start, let's say right here, then we'll have it just go back a little bit like this. Like I said, I don't want it to be too tall. I mean, when you're looking at it like this, it's pretty rough edges, but guys, it's a really good idea to start planning out your builds way in advance. Because in my past worlds, I've had it where I just kind of build buildings when I want to. And then when I go to tie the whole thing together, none of it works at all. So definitely plan this stuff out. Besides that though, my friends, I think I'm gonna have to call it here for the episode. There's currently a massive storm rolling in IRL, and it's gonna be really difficult to record because it's gonna be super, super loud. Sorry that we're having to cut it short because of a storm. It's really out of my control. And let's sleep real quick, nighttime. Okay, not nighttime, nighttime. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Makes a huge difference. And I will see you guys in the next episode.